I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in then. Squeeze banana.
Let's address the YouTube issues first. Let's get this out of the way. It's my rant segment of the stream. I would say this is the old man yells at cloud segment, except YouTube issues are really rampant and aren't really old man issues. You know, if I'm going to yell about, oh, I went out to the store and I had a problem, or, you know, something like that, that's an old man issue. But YouTube technical issues are not old man issues. It's YouTube should definitely not have these issues. 15 years into me using the site, but they still do. So allow me to explain what I'm talking about. What a youngster. LeBron, I could actually call LeBron James a youngster. What about that? What do you think about that? So yesterday, I had my day back from my break, and we did a level 1 podcast in the morning. I did a full gameplay stream of Atomic Heart, about 3 hours of gameplay. Took a break, came back at night, and had a full 2-hour stream of Like a Dragon Ishin. Great day of streaming, great progress in the games. Everyone had fun, 2 thumbs up, no complaints. And it's funny because people screaming, oh, play more of it. I like it, play more of it. Okay, can you please support it? Because, you know, it's just, I need support on my streams. I can't just, yeah, I did say, just so you know, I wanted to double check. But YouTube didn't want to work yesterday. So what I typically do is when my streams go offline, I upload the separate portioned videos to DSP Gaming. So I upload the podcast as its own video, about an hour and a half long. I'll upload each gameplay segment in about an hour chunks. So Atomic Heart would have been parts 3, 4, and 5 of that playthrough. And then same thing with Like a Dragon Ishin, it would have been parts 4 and 5 of that playthrough, all uploaded separately. Okay, now, just to clarify, these videos are fully functional and are not corrupted. I know that I've had issues in the last year with corrupted videos. This is not the case. I was able to fully play them back, watch them, and know that's why I got names for these parts. Is I know it's in them because I played them back and skimmed through them. Okay, here's what happens. There's the name of the video, yada yada. So there's absolutely nothing whatsoever wrong with these videos. They're fully playable, encoded properly, everything fine. So after the end of my first stream, I get all my videos uploading and I go on my dinner break. And I eat dinner, I shower, I come back to the stream and I look. The level 1 podcast is sitting there uploaded and saying processing will begin shortly, and not processing. Atomic Hearts Part 3 is sitting there and it says processing has begun, but there is an issue, and then it doesn't explain what the issue is. It just sits there, and I'm like,
what the fuck is going on? I am so confused.
In addition, this new capture device I've been using since the end of December. It's now the end of February. And 2 months, I never had this issue. So that tells me right there, it's not my hardware, it's not my software, it's YouTube. YouTube's having some kind of an issue.
So, fuck YouTube, I don't care.
I get up, I wake up, I said, let me check. I was serious, I was in bed. I wasn't even out of bed yet. And I roll over, and I grab my phone, and I open it up, and the videos didn't process. And I'm like, you know what? I've had enough of this bullshit. Like, it sucks when you're reliant on the company to operate properly, but that's just how it is with YouTube. And the thing is, at any point in YouTube, you could have an issue like this, and how do you tell them something's wrong? Tweet YouTube creator support, open up a chat log. Half the time when you open up a chat log with them, they'll give you a form letter response, and you're like, no, listen, understand something. I've been using YouTube for 15 years. I re-uploaded already, right? I checked my video quality. It's fine. All your form letter suggestions don't work. This is something you need to alert your internal team of. And sometimes you'll get a really intelligent person who'll be like, okay, I'll get right on it. And another time you'll have someone who will push back a million times like, oh no, try this now, try this now. Like, no, stupid. I know what I'm talking about. It's your end. It's a technical issue on your end you got to look into. Why are these videos not working? Well, all their employees are dumb. Actually, if you think about it, it makes sense, and here's why. So, I'm excited for more of that, but the game that was really the big question mark, the big what if, will I play it again, was Atomic Heart, all right? And I even made a YouTube short about this last night, but I want to elaborate a little bit further on my thoughts about Atomic Heart, because here's basically what I've determined after 5 hours of playing it.
There's no money in it.
The gameplay elements of Atomic Heart, all right, actually feel like Half-Life 2, and it dawned on me in the last hour of playing. When I was doing this platforming puzzle, we had to move platforms around with like a magnetic tether, and you were jumping and air dashing and landing on the platforms and then pushing buttons and moving platforms around, and then enemies were coming after me, and I'm looking at the enemy, I'm like, it's a human that's now a zombie with a creature attached to its head mutating it. I think I've seen this somewhere before. And then it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, this game is literally Half-Life 2.
Man, I'm stupid.
It's they 1,000,000% are fans of Half-Life 2, and they basically wanted to make what I feel is almost a spiritual successor to that game. The problem is, it actually plays like Half-Life 2, and it's 2023. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a modern day, you want a game that's going to play more modernized and more different, and the combat of this game is so wonky and just not refined, not polished. It's hard to even aim and hit anything. You try to use your abilities and have the cumbersome nature of switching between weapons or abilities. Is it up or down? Oh, down is heal. Up switches between my two abilities back and forth. But now I want to go to my other weapon. Shit. Is there a weapon wheel? No, there is. But you could also press left or right on the D-pad. And you're clunkily trying to fumble around in the middle of combat to try to get something out you need to use. And you can't do it because the game is too convoluted and feels very outdated.
Boy, I'm having a brain fart. My brain is like messing with me. Hold on a second.
In addition to that, the game is full of physics bugs. Just yesterday, my first major 3-hour stream of it, I got stuck in place 4 times. 4 times. I couldn't move. What is going on? Jump, nothing. Move around, nothing. I'm just stuck. I'm glued to the floor. So I'm taking my D-pad and I'm like smashing. Come on, I'm pressing every button. Just going crazy to try. I mean, you need a goddamn no clip mode.
I can't move. Again. I couldn't move. I tried. It wouldn't move.
The audio in the game is probably the #1 problem. The audio, tons of audio issues. I'll be in a scene. There's a giant explosion. There's no explosion. It's silent. You hear everyone yelling and reacting to it. You hear guns fire fine. You hear enemies in the environment. You hear dialogue. None of the explosions were. I don't know why. I haven't heard a single one in the game yet. There's tons of them, but none of them happen. Everything in the game talks over each other. You're talking, your robotic hand's talking, the vending machine is talking, a speaker is talking, an audio log is talking, there's music playing, and it all just kind of fucks with each other.
I had to use my brain. I don't like using my brain.
It doesn't really jive. It doesn't feel polished. It feels like the audio director is kind of like an amateur and didn't know what he was doing and just has a million things playing at once, and half the time, it's very frustrating. Even the intro is meant to introduce you to this Soviet-dominated world, and you're walking through the streets, you hear someone's talking here, music playing here, audio playing here. You can't even pay attention. You're like, your mind gets addled by too much going on. You're like, why didn't they just fix this? I mean, the visuals are gorgeous. Why couldn't they polish this a little more? I don't know what I'm doing. You know, just playing the game naturally, enjoying it, trying to get through it, solve puzzles, combat. By the end of the stream, we had barely 200 viewers, okay? By the last hour, literally everyone had checked out in the stream chat. No one was addressing me or tagging me. No one was talking with me. Everyone had gone off and started talking about everything else besides the game. When you are playing a game and your audience is so disengaged from the game, that's a bad sign. It means that game is boring. All right, could you guys, like, stop derailing the fucking chat? I mean it. Like, no one in the chat is talking about the game or me. So I've had enough. Just shut it the fuck up with the bullshit, the drama. I don't want to hear about it. I seriously don't. I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. You know, this is absolutely ridiculous. At this point, you know, taking a look at basically how much I enjoyed it, how much the viewers enjoyed it, the fact that engagement was low, the fact that support was low. I mean, all these are factors, okay? I'm like, I really don't think I'm gonna continue with this game. It just doesn't feel like it's worth the time. It feels like I'm going to keep playing it, keep being frustrated by how unpolished it is. And overall, it's just going to be a disappointment. By the way, I have no commitment to finish it. It's a Game Pass game. I don't have... It's not like I invested money and I feel bad like I wasted money. I don't think so. I think it was an interesting experiment to check out. But I'm just not liking the game that much, you know? And it seemed like the people on stream were very much in agreement with me. But what's funny is... There's people who, like, now that I've kind of talked about this in the last 24 hours, are adamantly, oh, how could you? No, the game's great. You got to play it. It's like, well, where were you yesterday? Right? If you love this game, where the hell were you during the major stream? Because the attendance was not there. The engagement was dead. No one was engaging with this game whatsoever. Everyone had completely tuned out. They were talking about completely different topics. They weren't even talking to me. I was engaged with the game trying to play it, and people were just ignoring me on my own stream. That's a problem, man. You know? So, no, State of Play was over hours. Big Mo, shut up. We were all watching State of Play. State of Play ended within the first half an hour of my stream. My stream was 3 hours of gameplay. What a cop-out. Oh, it was because of State of Play. The game is great. Oh, my God, you really know how to try to, you know, justify nonsense and defend. You're like, here comes the fucking game defense force, right? Anyway. No, it's bullshit. I don't think that the game's very good. So, the only way that I would continue this game again is if, you know, people really rally together and say, no, we would like to see you play it. You know, Sorry that maybe we weren't there, we weren't engaged that first stream, but you know, maybe we'll have a change of attitude and we'd like to see it again. But I'm feeling that's not going to happen. Now, I could be wrong. We've got today, tomorrow, and Sunday for people to let their opinions be known.
Phil is scamming his viewers in this video. Go check it out.